Good morning and welcome to my channel, Sunshine Shoulders. We're here in beautiful San Carlos City, Philippines, Negros Occidental, about 4 hours north of Dumaguete. It's a little bit after 8 o'clock. It's a beautiful morning. My favorite time in the Philippines. I want to thank you for stopping by. I would never take that for granted. We're a channel, Sunshine Shoulders is a channel geared toward the new man and woman who's never been to the Philippines before, who's contemplating making their first visit here for a slow vacation or to rejuvenate. My 11 years here doesn't make me an expert, but it does give me a unique perspective on the Philippines that I like to share with the new man or woman or anybody if it can benefit you to make your trip here more safer and more enjoyable. I'm boots on the ground here. I'm not around the edges like a lot of these other vloggers that you see talking about the Philippines. I'm right in the middle of all this. I live among the locals and it's for your benefit. I'm going to give you the nitty gritty. And all that is exactly what I'm seeing, what I'm living, what I'm experiencing. I'm never going to sugarcoat it. And that's going to be the case today. As beautiful as the Philippines is, this is a tropical paradise. Some foreigners bypass the Philippines as a retirement destination. I'm gonna give you the 5 major reasons why they do that. Let's get started. Number 1, foreigners can't own land in the Philippines. This is a deal breaker for a lot of foreigners. They work their whole lives. A lot of them sell their homes in their home country to move to their retirement destination. And when they come here, they don't want to spend 5, 6, 7 million pesos to build a house and then don't own the land that it's on. Now, I know what you're saying, there's ways around that, but some of us, we don't want to put it in our baby mama's name or our baby mama's name. We got trust issues, especially if you're coming from America. Seniors are some of the most scammed individuals in the whole nation over there. So that's the number 1 reason. Foreigners cannot own land over here. You can own property, but a lot of us, when we get over here and we see the condominiums, how much little condominium we can buy for a lot of money, we decline that. We say that's okay. So that's the number 1 deal breaker. The number 2 deal breaker for foreigners and why they bypass the Philippines is health care. Now, we work for 30, 40 years on a job. We earn our health care through retirement or Medicare. But when we come to the Philippines, it's rendered mute. It's no good here. And even though a lot of us, we can fly to Guam to use our private insurance or to use our Medicare, it's just a deal breaker. We say, hey, I worked all this time, I earned my health care, I don't want to just give it away. So health care is another reason why they bypass the Philippines. Number 3, and this is going to shock you, cost of living, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, cost of living. They hear about how cheap it is, how affordable it is in the Philippines, and they fly over here and they find out that to live on $1,000 a month, they have to give up a whole lot of things. They have to make a great sacrifice. And for a lot of seniors and a lot of retirees, they won't do it. So what they'll figure out when they come over to the Philippines, they say, really, it's going to take about $1,800 to $2,000 a month to live the lifestyle I'm accustomed to. And if I've got to spend $2,000 a month, I've got better options than the Philippines. So cost of living is number 3. Number 4 keeps showing up on a lot of these lists, and it's language. Okay, I believe that language is the 9th wonder of the world. If you get to a place, a destination, where you're no longer able to use language, you're not going to adapt very well. You're not going to get comfortable. You're not going to be able to settle down. If you go to a place where, in the Philippines, Tagalog is the national language. But in San Carlos, they speak Bisaya. So really, I have to learn 2 different languages. And as I get older, it's very hard on us to learn different languages. We're set in our ways. And even though the Philippines, a great majority of the population speaks English, they're much more comfortable speaking their native language. And who blames them? You know how it is when we get in America or in our other country. If you come over there, we demand that you speak English. And okay, the shoe's on the other foot. So language, very difficult. And unless you able to learn the language, your self-expression, which is another riches, which is one of the riches of life, self-expression, it's rendered mute over here. So language. Number 5 is logistics. It's just too far away, ladies and gentlemen. The Philippines from the United States, let's take my situation. I fly out of Chicago. So it's 18 hours air time. I'm up in the air for 18 hours. Then it's a 12-hour time difference. If something were to come up, an emergency, or I wanted to go to see my doctor or take care of my business, it's a long way away. It's 18-hour flight, 12-hour time difference. So the logistics is a deal breaker for a lot of us. And I'm going to give you an extra one. I said 5, but I'm going to give you an extra one. This is number 6. As a foreigner, you can own 40% of a business over here. And that's it. Okay? And that's a deal breaker for us. Okay? It's our business. It's our business plan. We're going to finance it. We're going to manage it. We're going to hire everybody. We're going to do everything. But yet, I've got to have a 60% ghost owner. And there it is again. I know what you're saying. Well, put your baby mama's name on it. Or put your baby mama's mama name on it. No, remember, we've got health, we've got trust issues. And that's a deal breaker. So that's 6 major deal breakers of why foreigners bypass the Philippines as a retirement destination. Now, for people like me, who this lifestyle fit me, I fit this lifestyle like a hand in a glove. I love it over here. I'm not going anywhere else. I'm as free here as I've ever been. All right? Those things don't mean a whole lot. But for a conscientious retiree who's looking around the globe for an alternative place to stay outside of their home country, those 6 reasons are the reasons why they bypass the Philippines. So thank you so much for stopping by my channel. If you're in America, it's getting late. Before your head hits the pillow, please help somebody. If you're on one of them late grocery runs, you see somebody in the street, buy them something to eat, buy them something to drink, give them a couple of dollars. If the Philippines, it's still early. We have the whole rest of the day to find somebody to help, because it's very important. Because if I don't know anything else, I know this one thing for sure. When we help other people, we help ourselves. Take care, stay safe, stay COVID free, and I'll see you next time.